Mr. Shubham, Mr. Abhishek and Mr. Rana as the panelists, and I am Dipali Sinha. As we know, government has recently has introduced the demonetization as policy. So what they have, everyone is actually waited for that, and what the budget they are bringing related to it. So let's see what they have made interested and related to digitalization and electronization in the sector of agriculture, as they have made to encourage all the sectors to encourage them to encourage the economy of India. Let's see for agriculture sector how they have made agriculture sector to grow. Mr. Ashish, would you like to explain how the digitalization is connected to agriculture?
Thank you, Dipali. As far as agriculture is concerned, now I will explain how digital India, digital Bharat is beneficial for the agriculture sector and the farmers. See, digital India. Digital India is started by launched by our Honorable Prime Minister, by the Government of India, with an initiative to promote the agriculture sector. As a lot of initiative has been taken by the Government of India to promote the agriculture sector. Even the Prime Minister in his speech say about the agriculture sector, to promote the agriculture sector. See, digitalization is all about the transparency and the faster transactions. So you can say digitalization is a pillar, you can say a base for the digitalization. And digitalization, and with the help of this, the previously what happens, whatever the subsidy, whatever the things come, it now reaches to the farmers. It reduce, tends to fall, always tends to fall with the involvement of bureaucrats. But when this digitalization comes, these all the hindrances, these all the problems are being removed, and our agriculture economy is working on the path of prosperity and growth. So apart from all this, by our Government of India, BHIM app is also being launched. Okay, BHIM app stands for Bharat Interface Formally. Okay, BHIM app is all about the cashless economy, as you all know. So the demonetization is also being concerned for the cashless economy. So by this, all the hindrances is removing by day and time to time. So thank you.
Thank you, Ashish, to make us know this much about digitalization, relationship between digitalization and agriculture. Now I would like to make your insight toward as we know even that Mr. Narendra Modi government puts their most emphasis on the allocation of resources or the fund towards the agriculture, and what the output it is making out, and where they have been allocated those funds to get farmers affected. Mr. Darshan, would you like to let us know?
Yes, thank you, Dipali. Good morning, everyone. The government basically initiated with lots of budget this year. In 2015-16, the agriculture sector only have 20,000 crore, but in this fiscal year, that is 17-18, agriculture sector has grown more than double. It's near about 48,000 crore, and the budget allocation as per the government are subdivided into various categories, such as they are producing 5 lakh ponds in villages, so that our land will be more cultivated and easily they get irrigation facilities. They also provide easy loan through KCC. The KCC loan percentage is near about 7%, but if you pay within a year, it will reduce to 3%, and even the tax will be waived off by the government. But after this, the government initiative, the overall KCC interest rate near about is 4%. And government also started many initiatives like Kisan Vigyan Kendra, near about 1,000 Vigyan Kendra is established in this fiscal year, and government also make some portals, online portals, digitalization through, and we also have online all facilities for the farmers. If you call for anything, any information about the price of the product, about the raw material, and about the finished goods of the farming product, do you have, and if you want to cultivate in which would be the best time, you can easily ask them. They are very good for that. Thank you.
Can you also describe how they have allocated the resources in agriculture? The ratio?
No, the ratio is not so. That's right.
And is there any connectivity of rainfall?
Yeah, we don't deny the fact that our agriculture system is near about 50% depend on the monsoon. If the monsoon is good, our agriculture is good. If monsoon is not so good, our agriculture is not so good. But the prediction by the researchers says that this year we have a good rainfall. That's why government make huge investment in the agriculture, because agriculture is the basic sector which develop all the sectors. If in our country there is no agriculture, we don't have any types of raw material. But we don't deny that fact. If agriculture don't get the monsoon at the right time, it will be very disaster for us.
Thank you, Darshan. I would like to make you know that our agriculture sector is not only limited to the lands, they have also included the fishery and the milk production to it. I would like to ask Rana about it. What government has, what is the interest of government toward it?
Thank you, Deepali. I think in India, milk production is not related with only business, because in India it is a culture. And as for example, you know, Lord Krishna, he was also belong from a milkman family. And when we are talking about as a country, India, I think it got first rank in milk production involved. And I think 70% of people, they are depend on milk production directly or indirectly. And when we are talking about GDP shares on milk production sector, I think 4.2% GDP are shared by dairy sector. And it is the first time when any government has announced budget for dairy sector. So I would like to thank Modi ji who provide 8,000 crore rupees for dairy production, and I hope if our government will introduce in dairy sector as digitalization, it's related with digitalization, or in this time our state government also promoting Startup India by the providing some loans, some small loans like for fishing and poultry farms.
Government also, I have heard that government also introduced the e-dairy.
Yeah.
What's it?
In e-dairy, there is a site portal in which government will provide all the milk products like desi ghee, milk, toned milk, and sweets. And if you want to purchase that product on home, then you can easily purchase by the using of your internet.
Thank you, Rana. Thank you, Rana, for making us know this much about it. And it is a great effort of government to make us independent on, at least on the dairy products. And dairy products are contributing to our nation so much in GDP of it. And as we know that government are investing so much amount, so much funds on agriculture, is the farmer are getting any like incentives, any good result in that? Actually, let's know what as government are investing so much, are they getting any good result or not? Mr. Shubham, will you?
Thank you, Deepali. Yes, the government are investing so much money on agriculture sector for the benefit of farmers, but still they are not able to get decent earning. I think this is because some factors like they are mostly dependent on monsoon and demand, and also there is a huge amount of landless farmers in India. So if we see the monsoon, as Darshit said, if we talk about monsoon, there is relation between agriculture and monsoon. So if the monsoon will come late, it will not arrive in time, then it will be very difficult for farmers to grow crops, and this will also lead to this will also by this farmer will not able to grow crops, and it will lead to a huge loss. Dependent on monsoon for farmers will be a disaster. But the Union Budget 2017, the government has made some of the policies like crop insurance and also crop insurance and also irrigation facilities they are given to the farmers, and it is predicted that in this year the monsoon will be very favorable for the farming. And the second thing is there is a huge amount of landless farmers in India. There is huge amount of landless farmers in India. So basically, the farmers used to take the land from landlords on lease. So the half of their money is are taken by the landlords, and they don't have left enough money, and some of the portion of the money are taken by the banks. Some of the portion of the money is taken by the banks. So I have a concern that this year the government has not made any concern for the loans for the farmers.
What matters did this government in this union budget has led to consider?
As I said, Dipali, that government has not made any of the plans for landlords. Government has